Welcome back to Vault Hunters 118. In this episode, we are going to be making 10 different farms as a part of my continued thank you for 1,000 subscribers. So 10 separate farms today. But before we get into all of that, I have some goodies in this chest below me. This is our to-do chest. Oh yes, I've been running some vaults and I have been a bounty boy. I also got a scavenger completion crate and we've got some delicious vault gear to roll, but we'll roll that after opening all of our crates because there is nothing more satisfying and fun in Vault Hunters than crate opening. We'll just go right down the line. Oh my gosh, wait, we got a trinket and I rolled it on accident. Whoa, that's oh, yeah, okay, that's huge. That's massive. Only 12 uses, but 25% item quantity. That's massive. And now we roll out of gear. Looks like we got some orc boots. Nice, nice. All right, let's see. Anything good here? Okay, well, this is a decent enough backup helmet, but these orc boots are kind of promising. 14 armor and stuff? If I could get a health and armor roll, they could beat these guys out. 9% resistant, 9 health. The only thing that sucks is the poison. Well, I guess poison avoidance isn't bad. And yeah, you know what? I wonder if this will raise my overall defense. Let's see, my defense is at 83. I put these on. It becomes 84. They are more defensive. And look at those hearts. Oh, also the other shield absolutely broke. So, not too bad. Also, I like how these look. But we're going to stick with transmog we have. Time to get these guys enchanted, though. These are great. Alrighty. Added to the crew. Very nice. Gotta love that third row of health. But that aside, it is farming time. There are 10 farms I want to make. And you know what? We should probably make a little to-do board. Okay, here is the to-do board. I think it looks kind of nice. Let's see. 10 farms. I want to farm logs, leaves, apples, Azalea. That is going to require bone meal. I want to farm some mycelium. Is that how you spell it? Probably. That's going to need a dirt farm. I want to get a lava farm going so we can have an obsidian farm going. And just for fun, I want to get some bamboo flowing. Got ourselves work cut out for us. So logs, leaves, apples, and azalea are all going to be farmed in about the same way. Create tree farms. The azalea is a little bit more complicated. It needs a bone meal farm. And to be perfectly honest, I'm probably just going to use Cageria and put it into some create crushing wheels. And there's our bone meal farm. Mycelium requires dirt, which requires a little bit of a crushing setup and stuff. But you can actually do this pretty easily. It's fun. It'll also require, I'm probably going to take one of our botany pots away. Lava is really easy, and obsidian is really easy, and bamboo is probably just the same way as a tree farm. So a lot of similar farms today, so I'm going to try to go a little quick with it. Now, all these farms I'm going to be building in the create lands, which means I'm actually going to need to extend our network out there. But in addition, something that is going to be super convenient, I think, is we should finally gain access to a wireless access point to our system through a wireless crafting grid, which, yes, is going to require an echo pog, as well as a regular pog for another grid. So, it's a little expensive, but I'm going to send it. That being said, we're going to need a little bit more xenium. All right, xenium, give me some luck here. 19 out of 6? That's pretty lucky. I believe that we should only be able to make 9 of these. Perfect. That is exactly how much we need. So first step is crafting up a wireless grid, which is going to take a little bit of finagling. So crafting up a wireless grid is not a difficult process at all. It is just a lot of really basic stuff. You can see machine casings from, what's it called? Refined storage. And just like that, we didn't I just make a wireless transmitter? No, I didn't. And just like that, we have ourselves a wireless grid. But of course, that is not good enough. We want a wireless crafting grid, which is just going to require an echo pog, which we already have all the resources for because of our bounty hunting. And we've got black chromatic steel, wireless grid, crafting table, Very good. All we need to do now is drop down a wireless transmitter, which I'm crafting up right here, anywhere connected to the system. So I don't know, I'll just put it here. There we go. Pretty blue. And I believe we right-click this guy onto our controller, shift right-click onto the controller, and we can't use it because we got no energy. So easy enough. If you've got power, charging it's super, super simple. Just go to your energy cell, your ender cell, or any of your machines that produce power, and just put it in one of these slots. Nope. Maybe Mekanism will help me out. There we go. Mekanism will help us out. Awesome. So as long as we're in range of a wireless transmitter connected to our system, all I have to do is press a hotkey. What are you talking about? It's right there. Okay, sorry. I had it keybinded to a wireless grid. Make sure to keybind to a wireless crafting grid. I did a crafting monitor. Okay, there we go. I can open the system. The only thing is, if I go too far away, can't do it, right? So we're going to use some range upgrades. Very, very cheap to make. They're just a blank upgrade and a bunch of ender pearls. There we go. And just like so, the transmitter can now go all the way out to like 48 blocks. I bet I could go like all the way over here. Still, I wonder if I could go into the space station and still open. Probably not. Yeah, okay. But I could put a wireless transmitter in the space station, and we'll have access to our wireless grid, which will be super awesome. Oh, and before I forget, you can put a wireless crafting grid in your necklace slot, so it doesn't have to sit in your inventory. Super cool. Check this out. This is weird. I have everything set up for the network. I even have a weirding gadget, right? It's loading the area. You know, it's all in the same chunk. It's all in the same chunk as everything, right? All contained in one little chunky chunk. And I guess except for these guys. And so this should work, right? The weirding gadget chunk load our refined storage bit, our refined storage system. But when I go to the create castle, look at this. It's loaded, it's good, I can open it, right? And then it turns off. The chunk unloads, but that shouldn't happen. We have a weirding gadget there. And yes, by the way, before you guys tell me, I know you can use a Mekanism teleporter to chunk load, but it costs echo gems. Echo gems that I don't want to spend all these. This is a lot of resources that I wasn't intending to spend today. I just want to make some farms. Well, weirding gadgets aside, I suppose we'll just have to make a bunch of trips. Okay, well, here's to hoping this stuff is enough. We got chutes and cages and this and that, and we have a ton of stuff. I say we start on the regular tree farms, which I'm going to be using a Gantry carriage for. Some neat tricks here and there. This should be a fun one. I love our vanilla immortality. So good. Okay, let us get our Gantry carriage down. Now, this is pretty big. We probably don't need it to be this big, but it would be fun to have it this big, so I'm gonna make it this big so that we basically have an insane amount of logs. And I just realized I forgot to craft up like the deployers and the mechanical saws, which are the most important parts of tree farms. So I'm gonna go do that after filling in this hole. Okay, she's all built up, I'm pretty sure. First time around, I had the redstone links backwards, but a very quick overview of how this works. We have deployers down here who've planted trees. You can see the trees are already going. Woo, that's very nice. Awesome. These are the saws on either side because this moves back and forth on the gantry carriage that will chop down the trees. The way it moves back and forth is we've got our water wheel going into this gear shift with this little like almost this hopper clock piston kind of thing, right? Basically the way it works is these are redstone links. When they're touching each other, they emit a redstone signal. Once I complete this path here, this piston will fire, it'll unpower the gear shift, and it'll send the gantry carriage going that way, right? So the way it works is these touch, it fires, it moves the piston, it moves the redstone block over, the contraption goes all the way over here, the portable storages are going to connect. This filter denies shears, I'll show you why in a second, it'll dump all of its items. And this redstone link is hooked up to a wireless redstone transmitter on frequency redstone that will transmit a wireless signal all the way to this piston, pushing it back, sending it back and forth, back and forth. That's all it does. The reason we're denying shears is because we have a little guy right here with shears set to attack mode and a bunch of shears in here because he will basically be just taking out a line of... leaves. Sorry, I forgot what I was talking about for a second. Taking out a line of leaves on the this away. So I'm pretty sure if I just... It works. It just works. Now, he's not going to be getting any leaves this way, unless I think we have, like, connected trees like this. But yeah, there we go. He got a leaf. Awesome, possum. It's turning nighttime. Great time to showcase this. But you can see as well, the deployers will plant new trees as they pick up the saplings. Whew, this took a little while. I messed up a bunch, and of course resources are once again immediately low because of the fiasco with the weirding gadgets, which is unfortunate. Great, so this is logs, leaves, and apples, but it's not all the logs, so it's only leaves. Okay, count this as leaves and apples only. And it is not too terribly slow moving, which is really nice. And even though these redstone links are going to touch and it's going to be set to go back, the portable storages, which I have forgotten to put on it. Oh, good. It's not working. Oh, perfect. Let's pretend I did that on purpose to place the portable storages. At least it should work going this way, right? There we go. Nice. Yay. Okay, cool. And I removed enough dirt from the side so it doesn't break anything. We could ride it too. I don't know why the shears don't render. Ow! I forgot it was an attack mode. That frightened me. Okay. Breaking this so it stops, and I can glue this together, and this will be done. Oh my gosh, this took me forever. I'm going to make the other tree farms way faster. Okay, that took forever. Not the most fun to mess this up a million billion times, but they're all set up and working. You can see basically the way I ensure they're 2x2 trees is by limiting the amount of space that the deployers have to place. Though I have to admit, it seems like struggling a little bit. Interesting. All right, I'll try to fill in the gaps here. It's possible didn't get that much saplings. Ow. I don't think the jungle one's grown yet, and I don't think the spruce one's grown yet, but so far this little guy has been trucking on. Yeah. Getting some leaves. Very nice. Okay. Next up is the Azalea farm, which is going to be a little bit trickier. But honestly, only a little bit. Oh, hey, a jungle tree grew. Interesting. Not a big one, but it was still enough to put... Wow, it got one sapling out of it, huh? All right, well, it's begun. Oh, yeah, we get bananas. That's fun. Oh, there's a big one. Oh, satisfying, man. So nice. That doesn't deposit any saplings, right? Great. I don't want it to. Awesome. That means it uses up all the saplings. Perfect. Oh, there's the dark oak. Perfect. Okay. Hopefully that grabs enough saplings from that. Oh, blue. Hello there. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of jungle logs from this, I feel. Looks like it's working. If this isn't the ugliest thing you've ever seen, then I don't know what is. But the way this monstrosity functions is pretty simple, I guess. Skeletons over here are producing the bones. The bones get pulled along this, put into the crushing wheels, and funneled into this portable storage, right? Which does not allow for bone meal to come through it, right? So that means the bone meal gets put into this guy, and the deployers in the front bone meal the azalea bushes, and the deployers in the back place the azalea bushes back again. This guy will eventually get cut down. Sometimes it's finicky. Not gonna lie, the skellies are not a very fast way of producing bone meal. So, well, no, we'll see. But this will work. Although I have to admit, I feel like they should have produced more. Let me put them on top of like a double chest or something. Maybe the skellies don't. Uh-oh. Not through the crushing wheel, please. That would have just destroyed it. That's all that would have done. It would have just destroyed all my skellies and all my resources. That would have been awful. Okay, let's see if this works a little better. Yeah, okay, that's what I was expecting. But there's gonna be a buildup of arrows. Meh. I could use like a smart shoot here. Yeah, that'll be easy. I could just smart shoot it literally into like lava or something. And I have a smart shoot here. And look at that! That looks so cool. It works so well. Yay! And then that should, once it fills in, that should give us Azalea. Woo! Awesome. Okay, quick recap here. That is logs, leaves, apples, azalea, and bone meal, all taken care of. Whew, that is literally half of the farms. Ah, man, it has been a while in real life. I don't think it's been that long for you guys. But next, we'll do bamboo, because bamboo is pretty much it's a mechanical bearing form. Bamboo, yeah. I am, by the way, aware that create is probably not the best farm that I have access to for bamboo. That would likely be botany pots. But there is a pretty good reason why I don't want to use botany pots, and that is because I don't want to. I don't want to. I want to use create. Okay? I don't know. Botany pots are boring. That's my reason. What? Oh, I forgot to put chests on that. I was like, why didn't it? That's silly. All right. Oops. Quickly get some chests on here. I always forget something. Always something. Okay, there we go. And besides, I think I'll produce the little, the leaves. Yeah, I'll produce the bamboo leaves, which is really fun. Those are actually really good to compost into bone meal, so I don't know, maybe I can improve the efficiency of our azalea farm. Probably not, though. Why is that saw upside down? I was wondering why the farm wasn't working. It's an upside down saw on it. What the heck? Stop it. What is this tomfoolery create? I'm choosing you over better options here. Work with me. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Is that what was breaking the farm? The upside down saw. Ugh. I could never just make a farm. Bamboo farm complete. Oh, whoops. Nope, don't do that. Thank you. Okay, I want to do a simple one now, which should be very easy. That would be the lava farm. Okay, lava farms are not hard, literally at all. Now, unfortunately, until I can figure out what's going on with chunk loading, I can't do everything I want to do with the lava farm, but the lava farm is very simple. We just need to find ourselves a grand old lava lake. I'm gonna imagine this good fella as good enough. And let's just take our fluid stuff. Very nice. Just gotta put a hose pulley over the guy. And then we just need some pipes. One of which does need to be a pump, like so. I need a hand crank. Oh, great. So with the hand crank, we can just lower that guy down. Or did we lower that guy down? There we go. That's what I want. Lower him down. And now we just need to get a very simple water wheel set up for this pump to be a pumping. And water wheels, thankfully, can be powered by lava. Just like that. So there we go. I think that's that. No, not working. Oh, maybe because it is not sitting in a source. Yay! That's it. Yeah, if you put a hose pump in a big enough fluid thing, it's considered infinite. And this is definitely big enough. So this is considered infinite lava. So there we go. Okay, we now have a little waypoint. And I'm gonna put our blast chiller here. I think it can just auto input. And then we'll do this little number there. Perfect. Very nice. That guy's filling up. Okay, cool. Cool. We can use mechanism stuff. I was gonna be frustrated. Okay, but neat. There we go. There's obsidian. So the lava gets funneled from the infinite supply into this guy as a big old bank just in case. And then it is put into a blast chiller to make obsidian. And of course, this whole thing could be a lot better if I could figure out what was going on with the chunk loading. Once I do, it'll be easy to just chunk load this area and hook it up to an importer. So not bad. Editor Jojo here. By this time in the video, it had taken 3 times as long to record as normal. This was a pretty massive undertaking, as you can imagine. And I was exhausted. I'm probably getting a little sick, let's be honest. My descriptions of the dirt mycelium farm were completely incoherent, especially for how simple and ultimately elegant of a farm I ended up setting up. So we're just going to go through it together. We're going to let live commentary Joseph just chill out and rest a little bit because he was out of his mind. So what we're looking at is 3 crushers and 2 metallurgic infusers. Really simple stuff. That crusher in the upper left takes in cobblestone and crushes it into gravel. It then sends the gravel to the crusher beneath it, which crushes that into sand, which sends it to the metallurgic infuser right next to it to just have it in the item bank, right? The metallurgic infuser infusion is called biomass, which is got from the crusher above it that crushes down things like apples or saplings or moss, any organic material. You just pop it in that crusher, it turns it into biomass, sends it down to the metallurgic infuser, and it will infuse the sand with biomass to generate dirt. Bam! Dirt farm. The next step, really easy, it sends the dirt to the metallurgic infuser next to itself, which takes in the fungal infusion, so you just input fungus right through the tube. There's like a bunch of frame chests inside the space station now. They're marked with cute little item frames, they're adorable. And yeah, you just input cobblestone. I do cobblestone, saplings, fungus, and it outputs mycelium, because mycelium is dirt infused with fungus. So I'm going to let live commentary Joseph rest even further, and we're just going to call it a day. 10 farms, 1,000 subscribers. I can't thank you enough. God, I need a nap.